to Brennan and Smitty for brainstorming this comparison in our meeting earlier. They don't necessarily play the same style, but Brendan, how do their ascension to the top of the league seem similar to you?
It seems similar to me because you saw them grow every single year. You saw them add a little bit more to their game, become a little bit more confidence, and then in year 4 they totally blossomed and came on the scene and turned into superstars. We saw the Greek Freak do it, and now we're seeing Pascal Siakam do it. Just a couple years ago, this guy was in the G League, and to see how quickly he has transformed into a true NBA superstar is amazing to me. And when I think about last year's team that won the NBA championship, I think about the biggest possession in Raptors history. And the play was not called for Kawhi Leonard. It was called for Pascal Siakam. And this is Pascal Siakam with Draymond Green on him, an all-NBA league defender. They still had the confidence to give this guy the ball, get him going downhill to his right hand. Pascal made the play, obviously scored the bucket, and the rest is history. But when you look at where he's come from, the fact that the coaches had enough confidence to go to that situation tells me that they knew that they could develop this guy. They knew he was ready to be a superstar.
You know, B. Wood, and you be around the league and you talk to the coaches and staff, and I kept hearing each year how hard he works. Yeah. And we saw, like you said, that first year, you said, wow, here's a canvas that's not painted yet. But this canvas right now is his ball handling, his shooting, but I still like that he can still be effective and put up big numbers on the offensive end without the basketball, so you let others still be able to shine. And then he still defends. But then next, to have a guy like this to go along with the play, but then the leadership right now, I mean, he's taking on a leadership role with this Toronto team. He's going, like you said, from G League to second option to the option to what's next. We started talking about he's going to be in the conversation of next year, I think for sure, as one of the guys we talking about could possibly be MVP.
Yes.
Well, when we talk about MVP candidates, we often have the discussion of how do they make their teammates better. Well, when you look at Pascal Siakam coming back from injury, that's when they started this 15-game winning streak, the longest in franchise history. And they've had injuries during this time period as well, but yet they continue to win. Serge Ibaka missed the last game. OG Anunoby scores a career-high 25. You look at the backcourt, Fred VanVleet takes a leap. Kyle Lowry having a better season. It seems like all of this is happening because Siakam's taking that pressure off those guys.
Yeah, when you start talking about making teammates better, we usually talk about point guards, but here's a guy on the wing, B. Wood and Chris Miles, where I've seen him get out and run so hard, take 2 guys with him, and then you have a Lowry or Fred VanVleet get an easy jumper shot on the opposite wing. For a guy to run that hard as a superstar, B. Wood, knowing he's not going to get the basketball, that just tells me he's bought into team basketball and championship pedigree of trying to win it again.
Yeah, he's definitely bought into that, and like I said, it does have an effect on the backcourt. And this backcourt is playing well. Also, when you look at VanVleet and Kyle Lowry and what they bring to the table, it's like having 2 point guards out there, and Nick Nurse definitely loves that. At any point, you can run the offense through VanVleet, you can run it through Kyle Lowry, you can let one guy play off the baseline screens while the other one's handling the basketball. But when you have a backcourt that's dynamic, and then you also have Pascal Siakam out there, it gives you complete leadership at all times. And the one thing I've noticed about Toronto is most of the time they always get a good shot. And when you get a good shot, whether you make it or miss it, it gives you a chance to set your defense back up. And that's key. A lot of times you see a lot of teams coming down, they're taking these bad first side jumpers, and those shots bounce long, and then the other team is breaking back the other way. Toronto, because they have Pascal Siakam, because they have VanVleet and Kyle Lowry, who's playing at a big-time level this year, they always get a good shot. It helps them set their defense, and this team is playing incredible right now.
Amazing to see a team without the reigning Finals MVP and Kawhi Leonard leave and have a better record at this point than they had last season.
Especially because they didn't get anything back for him.
Give him a
Say it
little
again,
credit.
Smitty.
Nick Nurse.
Stay drippy. Who's that?
That is Ja Morant.
All right, got the all-white outfit.
Facing the Portland Trailblazers tonight. I guess he's coming in clean.
I like those J's on his feet, though. I like those.
I like that. Stay drippy, my friends.
Yeah.
That's funny.